Today we're going to watch a bunch of idiots run straight into lava for hours. I'm supposed to stop these guys from getting to me, but they can't get past the lava anyway. But if I want, I can also laser them along the way. And when I do that, I appear to get loot from them. Otherwise, they just burn up, and that's just wasteful. So I can see that what I'm going to need is a much bigger laser and more idiots. Because as of right now, I cannot get them all before they make it. So let's take a look at this skill tree. We're locked on an island. I think we're going to buy some archers, new defender of your majesty, white damage, fast shooting. We're also going to get farming. Making food is easy, and peasants shouldn't whine so much. And we use experience to buy these things. And we're going to turn down production speed. We can buy archers with whatever resource that is. Now I don't have to manually laser them all. And we'll get loot automatically that way. I think I still have to mouse over it to collect it. Okay, but now we need some farms, and we can buy a few of these. I think they cost bread to buy, but I think they produce bread at the same time. We need to collect all sorts of different resources. We jumped up to 2,400 bread already, so we can max out the number of farms we currently have. It looks like it produces 200 bread every couple seconds. The archers are still going crazy, killing them all too. Now I feel like we need more everything. All monuments damage plus 25%. I think that's what my laser beam is. The area radius could go up by 2 if we get a little more experience. Does this look like it's doing more? It feels like it's doing more. They're melting much quicker, like we can kill that whole cluster of them. It's really just a game about casual murder. So that's a lot of fun. Let's make the archers have farther range. We're going to give them a little more damage, and we're going to be able to get more of them. Production size of the farms is going up a few times. I'm not really sure how that impacts anything. Looks like we use bread to buy more archers as well because we got to feed them or something. They could definitely hit a lot farther out now for these idiots. Got almost 5,000 bread, but we need to definitely finish them off for that experience. I do make a lot more experience when I'm manually lasering these, but I don't want to have to do all this work. If we get rogue mobilization, there's +1 enemy spawning. That might actually be a new type. We can get extra experience drop with this one too, and loot drop 10% as well. That can go up a lot. Production time for farms is going down, and buy limit is going up, so we'll get more bread. Okay, there's 3 more farms. We still have over 10,000 bread. These guys are definitely going to have a little more HP, but a lot more experience. They're at least dropping 6 each now. I think it was 5 before. This is very satisfying. I do like these big clusters too. We could laser so many of them at once. We can give the archers more reload. And then we could also get more rogues coming out. Yeah, that's better. There's even more of them. The more they pile up, the more my laser can do. Ooh, we're getting some big clusters now. That feels better. We've gotten 1,000 lava kills, and I don't know if that's a good thing. I suppose it is funny though. Automation will work even without a king watching. Not really sure what that means. I guess that's for the farms. We can get all monuments area radius up by 2. I think that means my laser gets bigger, my circle gets bigger, so I can laser more of them at once. We have almost 30,000 bread, so we're doing well there. What we need is more experience. We need more murder. Got a pretty big cluster coming in up top, and a big cluster over here as well. I don't think the archers can actually hit them when they get too close to the wall, the lava, so we might have to reduce their minimum range. Minimum range only costs 120 to reduce a few times, and then they're going to get 20 to 40 to 60% more damage. Oh, we can also buy another 5 of them with that upgrade. Probably should have done it a while ago. It's pretty cheap. Now they're really starting to take them out quickly. There's still a few that trickle on through, but the experience is adding up, and that's sort of what matters right now. XP drop is going up again. Their HP is going up, so they'll be a little bit harder to kill. But let's get them a little more loot, which I'm pretty sure is just bread. So we're going to get a lot more bread that we didn't really need. But experience is the expensive one, so we can only afford what we can afford. They're actually quite a bit tougher now, but we are getting 7 experience per kill. Very quickly, we're back up to nearly 1,000 experience. So we're going to upgrade their experience one more time. Now they give us 8 per murder. They're getting a little bit hard to kill again, though, so we're going to need some more damage. I blinked and we have 1,200 experience. Optimize the army budget. New enemy to come, resistant to white damage. That's all we got, so might as well. Nothing could possibly go wrong with that. Okay, let's buy more archers, more archers, more archers. Because the knights are going to be a little bit tougher. We got over 100,000 bread, so we're going to load up on archers. We're down to 62,000. The archers are going crazy. They're able to kill a lot of things by themselves. The knights are obviously very strong, but they're going to give us more experience. Looks like they're giving us 10. They might be resistant to white damage, but I have a laser beam, so we're literally going to boil them alive in their shell. And experience will add back up again. Okay, all of our archers are here now. We need more damage. So they were at 60% damage. Now they're 120. Make that 140. Production size of the farms should go up as well, and buy limit so we can get more of that bread just rolling in the background. Wow, those cost 2,300 each currently, but they will pay for themselves. Now the archers are doing even more damage. They're actually able to take out the knights all by themselves. I feel like this is going to scale and get really big, and I'm really excited for that. My archers are going to reduce their reload time a few times so they can get like a machine gun archer going. They also now have a 1% crit chance and a bigger crit multiplier. We should see quite a few crits going off. Even at low odds, there's so many arrows going out that that'll be fine. Look at all that bread we got. 123,000 and 1,100 experience already. Okay, we want more archers by 15. Let's do 2% crit chance instead. I'm not actually sure if we can afford the next 15. They're 8,500 each already. And on the way up, they're up to 20,000 each. We only have 36 of them, so we can't. We're 7 shy of our limit. The archers actually use bread. It looks like our number of bread is actually going down, so we do need to be careful of that. We gotta upgrade our farms. Or just pop enough at the enemies that we make a surplus. Okay, production time for these is gonna go down. This one uses only experience to level up. Buy limit is also going up. Production critical chance, we'll take a few levels of that. That seems cheap. Production critical multiplier is also going up. And we're gonna buy a lot more of these. These will pay for themselves in bread in no time. They used up all of our bread, but we're making profit again. And if I focus my lasers, we can stop basically all the enemies from getting to us. That's better. We're back up to 60,000 bread at least. But we're still going to need more. Let's turn up the buy limit a couple times. Production size is going up. That's now max level. Production time is going up. If we wait just a second, we get production time again. Critical production chance has gone up and the multiplier as well. So it's 12,000 to buy a farm. We cannot quite buy enough to max it out, but we should momentarily because these are working better than ever before. We should probably have the bread in order before we get more units. And that feels better. We're well over 100,000 bread and maintaining, but we can still do better. Let's turn production time down a little bit. We're going to be able to buy a few more farms as well. And let's turn crit chance up to 2%. You know what? Let's do 2.5%. That's actually max level already. But we just got to be able to buy another 12 farms, which we probably can't even get close to affording. Farm number 34 costs 53,000 all by itself. So at least we have the option. It's just we got to save up. Monument damage is going up by 50% over what it was. That's going to help me pop more idiots. It's going to give the archers more max range and more min range, seeing as they're really doing all the work. Now we'll be able to melt them much quicker again, and the knights actually quite quickly at this point. The other guys are more worth it though. They still give 8 experience compared to the knights 10, but they pop much quicker. Okay, we got 160,000 bread, so we're going to buy another 2 farms. The next one's going to cost 172,000. Yeah, I want more experience per rogue. That's actually quite expensive, but I'm also going to make my area bigger by 2. It is actually quite a bit bigger, believe it or not, and we're going to start melting these guys a little bit quicker. Now the experience is adding up. We got over 1,700 already, so let's get even more from the rogue. I think more of them spawn as well, 2 layers of it. Since we have almost 300,000 bread, let's buy a few more farms and also 2 more archers. Let's make it 3 archers. The numbers in the upper right I haven't really been paying attention to, but they seem to be damage overall. So my archers are doing far and away the most, because if I stop using my monument thing, the DPS should drop. Yeah, it drops way off. It should be all the way down to 0 if I'm not touching anything. So yeah, that's simply the damage. Maybe another 2 farms. The second one cost 110. The next one's going to be 130. I think we're going to need more archer damage. Actually, we can add a lot of that reasonably cheap. Plus more max range and more min range. So hopefully they'll be able to whittle through these guys even faster. We should buy a few more. 43, 50. The next one's 59,000 bread. I just realized we can actually see the archer range if we hover over them. So they cover the damage right there. Anyone who gets past that, we should try and laser. They're doing a pretty good job now of actually taking them out before they get there. I think they're going to need a little more damage. There's an extra 20. A little bit more crit chance. They're up to 5%. Their critical damage multiplier is going to be 1. So now everything should hopefully die in the little zone of death. And in case they don't, there's 2 more archers to get a little bit more damage out. We got a big burst of these idiots coming through. We jumped up to 3,700 experience right away. New enemy to come, resistant to white damage. Alright, we're asking the neighboring king for help. Let's also get more footmen spawning, and we can actually turn their experience up a little bit now, so we'll get more of that. They'll be harder to defeat. Wow, the ones on horses are really quick. Shouldn't be surprised about that, they're on horses. Only 15 experience each, so it's still worth it just to kill the rogues, because the time to experience ratio is well worth it. The archers will just take out whoever they can along the way, really. It's no problem. Boss? We can fight a boss? I think this is going to go well. I didn't think this through, but we're going to summon the boss. Oh, it's no boss at all. It's just a whole bunch of idiots. Hopefully the archers are able to take them out. It's fun that they're firing in unison. Oh, we're not going to defeat this. Not one little bit. We did try to defeat them, then maybe that's what counts. Oh, they're getting away. Oh, they got to go back through. Suddenly we have more of a chance of defeating this, actually. Don't quite think we're going to get it, but it was closer than I thought. Wait, we might sort of, maybe? How strong are these? It's a little footman that got away with it at the end. We just couldn't quite have the range. Does seem like we got some good experience from that. Archers are going to get 20% more damage again. We should get more of them by 10, and we should also increase our crit chance a little bit. Plus more max range will help. Now they can fire that far. And they're only 80,000 to buy currently, so we'll buy another 5. Then the next one's going to be 160,000 bread. But their damage is going to be fantastic. I'm going to turn up the loot, the initial rogues drop. And we're going to spawn more of them actually, so we can just get more. Our archers are starting to hit pretty hard, so we can do more. Probably at least. Okay, we're going to buy another archer in the background. The next one's 190,000. But these should be dropping, yeah. Really good experience and really good bread. Speaking of bread, we're going to buy another farm. Now we got to do some for the archers. Okay, we're going to do minimum range. That's max level. Max range is also max level. The rapid reload is going up a few more times. I think we're ready to try the boss again. We've upgraded archers quite a lot since then. Just in case, I'll give my monument more damage as well. We should be able to attack like a much bigger margin too. So we'll go ahead and thin them out a little bit with the lasers. Oh, these guys, we got to start killing them right away. They're the fastest moving, so they're going to be a big distraction. Okay, the knights have been pretty thoroughly melted. Hopefully we can get these guys down. We're looking lots better than we did last time. So I think we'll have all of them dead. We got to make sure to thin these guys out a little bit so the archers can have their way with them. Wow, still couldn't quite get them. Oh, maybe it was so close. There was only a few of them left within 10,000 damage. Okay, crit chance is going up a few more times for a higher chance of one-shotting. The crit multiplier is going to go up as well. And we'll buy another archer, and we're going to save up to buy another farm so we can get more bread. I'd like to get more bread again. We're still not getting bread fast enough. I feel like we never are. It appears we can now get cannon deliveries as well. New Defender of Your Majesty. White damage pierces only one enemy after another. Hopefully I was reading that correctly. Monument damage is also going up a few times, and so is the area of it. We're going to buy a few of these cannons. They're going to line up down there, so that should be perfectly fine. It's something different to look at least. And we got 313,000 bread, so let's buy one more archer. The cannons aren't doing a ton of damage yet, but they will help eventually. I think we need more experience from the footmen. They're going to be a little bit stronger, but they'll die quicker. The crit multiplier is also going up because they have a reasonable chance so far. Gonna buy another bread farm. Archer damage is officially maxed, and crit chance is now up to 10%, so 1 in 10. Crit multiplier is 225. And we're gonna get an extra few cannons and also a lot more damage. Cannons can also pierce, and they can pierce more. We want more cannons, more damage. Okay, we're gonna buy the rest of our cannons. These get expensive quick. We don't have a ton of them, but they're gonna add some damage. If we have those, I think we could do the boss fight now. But just in case, I'm gonna take a bigger circle. I think the cannons, yeah, they could fire out there, so they'll be able to do a lot of extra damage. I gotta start on these knights. Okay, those knights are getting absolutely shredded this time around. Okay, they're officially dead already. So once they start firing at these guys again, they're gonna go down quickly. Now it's just these guys. There's not many of them left, although they're still getting to the outside of the range. The cannons can hit them there. The cannons focused on like 2 of them. Are we gonna get these guys? Yeah, we did it. Boss fight complete. We're going to buy another archer for that. And we're going to get more knights spawning in, and we're going to get more experience from them. Also more loot. Feeling strong now. We're also going to get more loot from the previous knight, the ones that are not on a horse. The knights that haven't done enough to earn a horse yet. They're definitely a little bit tougher, but all of our damage will be fine. Going to buy another bread farm. We're up to 43. I get to sit here popping these guys all day. We're up to about 7,000 experience. And that means we can unlock a new enemy. Have a nice picnic in the forest. New enemy to come. That costs 5,000, so they're not cheap. We'll make a few more of them spawn. I would imagine they're going to be a lot stronger. So far, they're actually not really. They die quite quickly. And they give a lot of experience, so I'm very happy about that. So we should probably get more of them to spawn. That's going to make us feel a lot better. And more experience. That's expensive. Let's make our cannon pierce another enemy. That's going to actually be huge for us. Maybe more range. So more footmen as well. I'm pretty sure the more of everything we get to spawn, the better it's going to be, especially when we get more and more AoE. We have the prestige menu available to us. We have 3 prestige points. We unlock new enemies to get more. The next enemies are going to be these guys. New Defender, green damage. Oh, so these are just helpful to me. 7,500 for Groot here, who's going to be a new enemy. Well, let's get a few more of the Dryads for now, because that'll help me kill things faster. They take wood, and I'm assuming the new enemies drop wood. That does seem to be the case. So we're going to mine a bunch of wood. And then we'll get another Druid. Their damage is only 100 right now. The cannons are up to 400 something. Maybe they need more piercing. Well, they can get a little bit more damage. What else? They could do all sorts of good things, but I think piercing would be good. Maybe also minimum range so they can fire at things nice and close, and they'll pierce all the way to the back, hopefully. Reload time can be increased. Now the cannons are over 1,000 damage. The archers are actually 3,000, so the 8 cannons are 1/3 as good as the 55 archers. And those cannons are nice that they can fire that close now, because those cannonballs do not stop. There was a tab in the lower right. I'm not sure what it is, but I clicked on it. It might be an early summon for the boss, or it's replaying the old boss. I'm not sure. Don't think we're going to struggle with this one. If it's, oh no, it's a new boss. There's more of them. Seems like we're tearing through them pretty good. Hopefully the new Dryads and stuff can help out a little bit here. That was close to them getting away. These guys are probably gonna get through. Although those archers have some pretty good range on them now, but I think there's just too many of them left. We can't quite get through that. Well, we're gonna get more experience from the regular footman. That's gonna help us out quite a lot. Archer crit chance has gone up to 11%. We stacked up some wood for sure, so we're going to buy another one dryad, at least for now. Let's get two. That'll be a little bit more damage for them. We have over 1,000,000 bread, so we're going to buy one more archer and one more farm. We're going to increase the buy limit of farms by another 6, and hopefully be able to buy at least a few of them right away. There's so many enemies now. I need more AoE. The dryads actually have like a middle attack range that's pretty good. The cannons actually have to fire way out there to do their damage. But we can unlock the new enemy now, and that gave us more prestige points. The logging camp now. This will chop trees for us. So we're going to be able to buy a few of those. We want more production size, but we also want production speed. Now we can buy a few of these so we can get those logs without having to kill things. Already bought the max 11. I'm going to buy another farm. Everything is getting real expensive. The archers are still my main damage, but cannons aren't really that far behind. Let's turn up the buy limit a little bit, like a lot, and then a lot more damage. Should get another 10 cannons if they weren't so stupidly expensive. We'll buy one for now, and then we'll buy 2, and then we're saving up for a few years. Should have spent all the money increasing the buy limit. Should do a few at a time. We would if we were smart. We could buy another dryad at least. Speaking of them, we should probably fix them up a little bit. Let's make them attack a little bit quicker. We're going to increase their slowing effect so they can slow things down better. They can have more range. And that'll hopefully help out a little bit. When they're closer, we'll be able to laser them better. The foresty Groots give us 30 experience currently as well, which is tons. I think fast range cannons would be fun. So we're going to knock their reload speed down by quite a lot. Let's also give them a little bit more crit chance so they can actually do their damage, more crit multiplier. Getting them to fire faster will make a big difference to their DPS. Cannons jumped up to about 1,700 now, so they're actually getting close at archers. Let's give them a little bit more base damage. Actually, let's give them a lot more base damage. That benefits each and every one of them. Experience is going up nice and quick, so we can sort of just do this in real time. We're going to be able to buy more archers as well. They're really expensive. I'd rather buy cannons. I think individually they'll do more. A couple more dryads as well. With that jumped over up to 2,200 for a second there. Depends on what they're hitting, but they're getting closer and closer to those archers. My manual laser can go over 2,000 if I constantly have a full circle. We'll take a little more experience off of the bearded foresty guys. And let's take another 20% damage on the cannons. We'll take some minimum range. And then we'll take some maximum range. Cannons can now hit out there, but they should just do lots of damage when they do hit things. We'll buy another archer because it's cheaper than a cannon. Let's try this volley thing again to see if it can defeat them. Probably better if they didn't spawn in where there's still trees on the map. Okay, the cannons are absolutely wrecking those so far. That's a good sign. It's these triangle things that are such a distraction because those guys are so tough. We sort of wrecked them there though too, and those ones got slowed big time. The extra slow does seem to be helping a lot. Okay, we're going to soften these guys up so hopefully they can die quite quickly. Yep, perfect. The slowing effect is really good for these waves. Okay, we don't have to kill too many more things. Can our cannons reach that far? Yep, we got it this time. Archer reload speed is going up actually by another 1/10 of a second. Critical chance is going up as well. They deserve it. Slowly buy more dryads as we collect more wood from our lumber mills. Experience is piling up nice and quickly. We're about to cross over 15,000. And that's significant because now we can buy Step on the Butterfly. It's a new enemy. To go any further, we need to defeat another boss, who's probably going to be strong. Let's buy another $500,000 cannon and another dryad. These new enemies are very quick. They drop probably lots of experience. It's hard to see. They're moving too quick for me. Brain's a little slow and I haven't slept in like 6 days. But yeah, I'm sure they're great. They're going to give us all sorts of good stuff. The dryad's max range actually goes up a lot per level, so we should probably do that. Also reload time so they can do their slowing thing better. Minimum range can also change. Now they got that whole zone there, which is actually really good considering. Buy another farm for 420,000. Minimum range is going to actually a lot on the dryads. I really need something to be able to attack close to the wall. Yeah, that's still a very big zone. We got nice coverage in the middle. Let's try a boss wave and see how close we are to that. 264,000. What are these things? Okay, it's going to be hard to get all of those. We're also fighting unicorns and golems. We're going to need all sorts of different kinds of damage to actually take all those out. Okay, we got all the little, the children, the unicorns might get past us. They definitely got past us. The golems are nice and slow, so we may be able to whittle them down, even though they have tons of health. Yeah, these guys are super tough. Luckily, we have all sorts of damage going for them. Well, we're going to get all the golems at least, and that was good for our experience. We get all production size multiplier 5%. Let's do 10% if we can do 0.1 second faster. That'll be good for our bread numbers. We could also upgrade our lumber mill as well, because we're probably overdue to buy more of those and they'll produce wood quicker. I feel like production's getting pretty slow overall, so I think we're actually going to prestige here because we get some good options. Like this one, killing with lava still grants 10% resources and XP because along the way lots of things end up in the lava. Reduces production building purchase prices by 75%. That's huge. We still got 3 points left over. The astronomer increases XP skill gain effect 100%, so we'll get some of that. Actually, number the last enemy unlocked plus 20 because if there's lots of them, they can just plow into the lava and we get 10% resources anyway. You really want to restart the game with the selected friends? Yes, I do. So now we're going to start with basically nothing, but we're going to get experience even if these idiots run into the lava. And look how many of them there are. So like we could just let them do that. We still get 1 experience every time that happens. So we just need to increase the amount of experience they're giving us, really. But we will start with some archers for sure. We'll give them some extras and we'll make sure we're throwing them out on the battlefield. Yeah, this is going to be great. We're going to get a ton of enemies and experience just from burning them alive. And we get double experience too, don't we? So this will be extra good. Let's make sure we get this a little more from them. Damage on archers is going up. The number of archers is also going up again. And we'll be able to buy more thanks to everything we're murdering. I did make resources cheaper to buy too, I suppose. So we should probably buy a whole bunch of farms to get us going. The first farm costs only 100, so we'll get going on those. They'll pay for themselves in no time. There we go. We got almost 3,000 bread. Farms are costing over 1,000 now, but we can make that reasonably quick. We'll buy a few more archers because I think we can get our 20th one right now. For 400, the farms will work without even looking, if I'm understanding that correctly. It means they're running in the background. We'll turn up the production time. We'll turn up the production numbers. Now we can get up to 35. Might have got a little overboard with that again, as I do. But that's perfectly okay. As soon as we get 600 experience, we're going to get more experience drops from these idiots because they're going to march into the lava mostly anyway. We'll give them more damage. We should probably also knock down their reload speed a little bit. Wow, we have 25,000 bread already, so we're going to buy a whole bunch more farms. We're getting 6 bread every time one of them walks into the lava, and they are doing that a lot. So what you're saying is we're going to need more of these guys, because the more of them we have, the more walk into the lava, the more resources I get for doing absolutely nothing. The lava is doing 1,200 damage for us, because we're just walking armies straight into it. Up to 33,000 bread, so let's buy a few more farms. Let's increase the production speed of those farms as well, so they're really going. We're going to give them some crit chance as well. How many upgrades I want? Like, it's hard to sit here and wait. Production size is going up, so they'll produce more per tick. At least I assume that's how that works. Bread seems like it's going up still. So 11,000, 13,000, 15,000 for the next one, and done. I'm not sure if the archers are doing enough damage to really kill a lot of these guys yet. That's not a big deal, though. Production time for the farms has gone down, production size has gone up, and critical hit chance going up again, just to make sure that bread's rolling in. We're going to turn up the max range a few times on those archers. Let's turn up their damage a little bit, and let's turn up their numbers by 15. Let's also give them a bit of crit chance at this point too. Maybe also minimum range. We could buy another 15 of them potentially. We do have 120,000 bread, so we might actually get reasonably close. So we did get all the way there. Now we're going to kill a lot more of these guys out here to get even more experience faster. That'll be so good for them. Okay, let's turn up their damage a whole bunch. We just added 60% more damage. Their reload speed is going down. We can hopefully, start to actually kill these guys out here. Some of them will make it to the lava inevitably, but we are a lot more efficient if we can kill more of them. I'm going to need more farms. Buy 6 as well. And let's increase their production size. While we're at it, more production chance. Critical production chance, rather. These are reasonably cheap to upgrade, so we'll get those out of the way. And then we can just start actually building the farms. 18,000 for the first one, and we need 37,000 for the final one, which will really only take a few seconds to be able to save up for. So we'll smack that down. Now we're making lots of bread. Production time is going up, actually quite a lot. If we do this one more time, we essentially just went up 50%, and that's exactly what we did. So now by the time we're out of the menu, we have nearly 100,000 breads. I think we want more archers. We'll go from 30 to 35. You know, we'll wait and we'll put it all the way up to 40 while we're at it. We got the bread for it, we might as well. Even though the first one's going to cost 18,000, I didn't realize how expensive they get. They got it there so quickly. While we're at it, my monument damage is going up, and so is its size. That way we can help with the cursor. Yeah, this seems like it'll work pretty well. One thing we're going to do now is optimize the army budget. So we're going to get a new enemy coming out. We're going to make more of them spawn, because even if they march straight into that lava, we get something. And we don't really have the damage to deal with all of these, but I just want them out there so they can hit the lava. They're only giving 1 experience for hitting it, but that's still 1 experience for every one of them. And I'm hoping if we increase their experience drop, their health will go up, but 40% more experience hopefully brings them up to 2 experience. It did not, but it will eventually. I mean, they're just marching into lava, so I can wait. 2,100, done. Now we're still only getting 1 experience, which is sad. The best way to fix that is just spawn more enemies in. We can get a few more levels of the rogues too, and they can just march into the lava and feed us. It's likely faster to actually just kill everything on the go, but we got the lava perk, so we're going to use the lava perk. more rogues. We can get one more level of this. We could buy very shortly. We'll also increase our experience while we're at it. So more rogues again. I don't know if increasing experience is going to matter. I don't think it's going to tick up to 20 in total to give us the 2 we need at the lava. But we can certainly buy some more farms. Although these do get expensive quickly. Actually, we can probably afford most of those. And while we're at it, we'll buy another archer. Okay, archer damage has got to go up at this point if we ever hope to take any of them out. We're also going to turn up their range so they can attack for a longer time. Looks like they might start taking out a few more now, which will really help our experience. But we'll get another 2 archers as well. Okay, the knights we're going to put up, their HP has gone up. They're giving 2 experience per death now. So 2 experience every time they hit the lava, that feels better. So let's unlock even more of them. I just purchased our 45th archer and 1 more farm. We don't quite have enough to afford the last farm yet, but that's okay. Experience is piling up in the background, and that's going to be really, really good for all of our stuff. Archer damage can go up quite a lot. Their reload speed can go up a lot. Their critical chance can go up, so can their critical damage. And that's going to help them actually take out some of this absolute horde of idiots marching toward us. We'll give them another 20% damage. Those are getting expensive. Their range might be more important now. They'll get a lot of damage just from that extra range. Chance at 5% will also help. Those knights actually have quite a bit of HP, so those archers can hit really hard on them. All the better for us. Gonna buy the 50th farm. I just realized we should unlock the knights because they're gonna like fly into the lava because they're very quick, and we get extras of them. They run that fast, so they're gonna hit the lava hopefully for 2 experience to begin. Only 1 so far, but that's okay. Because at the rate they show up and charge in there, it's going to be our fastest experience yet. Okay, it's only 3,700 to upgrade their experience. That's really not going to take long at all. Actually, there it is. I think that bumped them up to, 2 experience every time they dive in there. I might be able to turn that up to 3, because each time it's going to be a 40% experience increase, and hopefully that's compounding. For 5,300, let's give them their next 40, and they're still only a 2 experience, but the next level up there should bring them up to 3. Since we piled up 700,000 bread, let's see if we can buy another 10 archers. We can bring up to 50, we can bring up to 51. That's going to help. For 7,500, let's get them more experience. The next one's 10,000, so hopefully we don't need it. We are getting 3 experience for them now. My brilliant plan is working. Alright, also I want a little more damage out of my monument so I can help a little bit. Experience will pile up. But now I can just sit here and also pop them quite quickly for even more experience. Okay, let's take more damage again and bigger size. And more damage, we're up to 175% damage on my laser. That laser actually is somewhat comparable to all of the archers we have so far. Without my laser, we're getting about 120 experience per second. With the laser, we jump up to about 160. So we're getting like a 33% increase. But we just need the archers to catch up now. So their reload time is actually going to go down a lot so they can really rapid fire. Let's give them more damage. Let's give them more max range. That's actually maxed now as well. Minimum range is also maxed. So that's the grand extent of their range now. So that should help them out actually quite a lot. Oh, we could also buy another few archers. Can't quite get the last one, but they're all going to add up a lot. Crit chance is only 5% for them, so let's turn it up to 11, so 1 in 9. The crit damage is also going up a lot. I feel like the archers by themselves can really just do a lot if they're given the proper chance. It's just tough for them to get to all the knights' armor, because they do have a lot, and there's a lot of knights they have to focus on. Okay, we're going to give them another damage increase. They're up to 12% crit chance as well. 5,000 experience, we're going to take more damage and more circle size. Hopefully we can pop them just a little bit quicker now for just a little more experience. Experience is going up nice and quick. So let's start ordering some cannons. We're going to put in an order for a few of them, but we know how expensive they are to buy. So we'll mostly just put that money into damage. Maybe also piercing. And then when we actually buy some of these, they'll go out there. They start to make a big difference straight away. Yeah, they jumped up to 1,200 damage. And that's going to help our overall everything. Let's get a few levels of piercing for the cannons as well. That's definitely going to help their DPS. We still have over 800,000 so bread, so we're going to buy a few more cannons. We'll turn their reload speed down a lot too, so they're getting those out there. Then we'll buy another 4 cannons and DPS, good. We're going to buy another 2 cannons. We're going to turn their damage up by another 40%. Let's give them more max range and more min range. They're also going to have a 1% crit chance, which is also going to help. We'll add those 2 cannons in. Now they have a pretty decent size. There's only 12 of them, but they're getting very close to the 55 archers DPS. I do think it's funny how many of the idiots they can pierce through as well. Their min and max range has gone up a little bit more, so they have a much wider area. Okay, let's add +2 to the buy limit. They're 500,000 each already. I think another 20% damage for the cannons. You know what? Let's do 40. Those are getting expensive. Experience is piling up so quickly now. It's getting hard to catch up with it. Reload time for the cannons has gotten 3 upgrades now, so it's much quicker. its crit multiplier is going to be big too. And we can buy another one too. There's a 13th cannon. The DPS on the cannons is above the archers now. That might flip-flop depending on what exactly they're shooting in the moment. I think it's time to try our luck against the boss though. I think we're probably up to the task right now. So I got to kill those idiots. The penetrating cannons seem to have done lots of damage to them. I'm going to work on these guys myself, but we should be able to take them out. Yeah, so far the boss wave is getting absolutely decimated. I hate this big dead zone right in front of us here. Like nothing happens. They just get to walk around like nothing's wrong. Till the archers get them and then they're all dead. And then it's back to our regularly scheduled programming. These guys had good experience before, didn't they? I forgot about them already. So there's going to be a lot of them. We can also get the next one too though already. Okay, let's get you and then Groots. And we're going to add the Groots, and then we're going to hopefully turn their experience up right away because that's going to be big. I don't know how much experience they're giving now. With 30, it looks like. So they'll give 3 right away. And we just have a lot more idiots hitting the lava, and that's all that matters because we're going to get all sorts of resources. More, in fact, than I should be responsible for. Okay, well, we can turn the tree ants up already. I'm giving 40 now, so they'll give 4 every time they hit the lava. And then I got to pick either the Dryad or the other one. The Dryad's before green damage, fast attack, slowing. These other ones, white damage, fast shooting, pierces one enemy after another. I kind of want fast shooting piercing this time. We'll give them a little bit of extra damage. We'll try and buy a few more. These guys are going to cost wood still, but we are actually getting quite a bit of wood. They're sort of out there in the mid-range, but they'll get a lot of damage out, I think. Cannons are up to almost 5,000 DPS. Okay, tree ants are getting even more. So they'll hit, wow, they're getting 5 experience when they hit the lava. Can't look how many of them there are. They're everywhere. Since there's so many enemies, we're going to give another pierce to the cannons. They're going to appreciate that. Maybe also a more critical chance. The thing is they're actually firing fairly quickly now. And we'll buy another cannon and another archer. The tree ants are resistant to white damage, which is fine because we're going to move on to the next ones pretty quick anyway. Also going to buy a lumber mill. Going to buy probably quite a few of those. That way we can actually collect some wood. The tree ants are nice and everything, but they're a little bit slow. I know these next ones, 15,000, these guys will be quick. They're going to charge right into their death. And I can't, are they giving 60 experience? It's hard to see amongst all the text. I think they might start at 40. It seems so. So they're still going to get 4 experience every time they charge in there. They're going to do that in a hurry. So we decide to buy more of them. We can turn their XP up very soon. 40% increases is going to be big. All production multipliers is going up by 10%. We'll buy another farm. We'll increase the farm's goods a little bit as well. It's sort of cheap in comparison. We very quickly made over 22,000 experience that we needed to increase the dryads. And they're now giving 5 experience every time they run in there. So we're going to choose to spawn more of them and more of them again. We need big clusters diving into that lava for our benefit. Going to make sure the wood shop is automatically waking itself up too, so we're collecting lots of that in the background. Now we're making thousands of experience per second, really by not doing much of anything. Let's turn the experience up again from 40 to 80% for 31,000. That boosted them up to 7. They're getting 7 experience every time they run in there. And we can now spawn even more of them in. A few seconds later, we're back up to 7,000 experience, 8,000, 9,000 experience. So this will be perfect because we're going to spawn even more of them in for even more experience. I felt like we were doing good when we were at like 240 experience per second. Now we're hovering around 600. Ooh, we can unlock a new monument. It has green damage and knockback effect. And we can give it a little more damage as well. Let's also turn up the resource gathering for other things that I haven't been paying attention to. It's 30,000 wood to buy the other. Now we're double lasering. And we have knockback on this one. So going back to Island 1, monument damage is going up a few levels. That was an extra 50%. And we could do another 25% here. So this thing's going to hit hard. Yeah, actually quite hard. And these guys are going to give us lots of experience thanks to that. I've upgraded the wood farm a little bit. So we're just going to produce a little bit more of it in the background because we only have 640,000 currently. And that's sad. The dryads are just about ready to upgrade again, so hopefully they'll give 8 experience for hitting the lava. And they actually do, and that's perfect. So I'm going to leave things running right here with my cursor laser aimed right here for a couple minutes, and we'll come back to Great Riches. I have returned a short time later to 290,000 experience. The question is, do we think our dryad huntresses can actually be that good? I guess we'll find out. We'll try and add a few of them. So far, their damage is pretty lackluster compared to the others, but the others are very upgraded. And plus, I guess if they can pierce, that's all the better. We do have 300,000 experience to spend, so piercing is now maxed. We'll put their damage up a little bit more. Let's go to 200% damage there. Max range can go up. Minimum range can go up. We'll just max out both of those. Buy limit can go up actually quite a lot. We'll max that out. Reload time can go up, so they're super firing. And you know what? Let's just do damage again. That was over $200,000. Crit chance is going to go up. This one's going to get expensive as well. Crit chance is max. Crit multiplier is also now nearly maxed. Air damage got almost, now it's above cannons. Actually, there's only 20 of them so far. So let's buy a whole bunch more and watch them annihilate. Yeah, that's a little better. They're actually stopping the enemy dryads basically in their tracks. They're doing almost double cannon damage. I think I need to invest in some more wood shops as well. And then once we build those, wood production will go up, and that's going to be good for something or other. Experience is going up quickly, and the few enemies that are making it through quickly, we still get something out of. Production multiplier is going up by 5%, and the speed is going up a little bit, and we'll wait for the production to do that one again. 6,200 experience happens fast. I guess we could drop more bread off of the dryads to the enemies. We're probably able to kill them pretty thoroughly right now. Production is a little better. These guys are pretty expensive, 280,000 for one, so that's all we can afford, but they're doing lots of damage. We could also get another 50% damage and a little bit more size out of our laser. And that's going to feel pretty good. Didn't take long at all. We made 25,000 experience. That means our monuments can work auto, so I think they're hurting things in the background. Yeah, now they'll go by themselves. I don't actually have to really help. They're not really good at aiming, but, you know, neither am I, so it's probably actually an improvement. Since we have a lot of experience, let's increase our cannon limit by 4. We can't even afford those. Things are so expensive now. I guess we do more cannons, and that's the main thing. We'll do a little more cannon damage. Let's fix the cannon range up, and then more piercing. Then we're going to do reload time for cannons, maybe a little bit more crit damage, crit chance. Cannons are still doing plenty, like they're up to over about 6,000 DPS. Our new things are about 8,000, so they're not far off each other. And there's only 16 cannons, there's really not many, although the next one's going to be 2.3 million bread. Not cheap. Should I turn up the experience of like the weakest enemies? Is that really going to matter? Not really, we can't turn it up that many times anyway. Let's try a boss fight real quick. Can we fight the next boss wave? We're feeling pretty strong right now. We gotta get through these little things. Seems like we're doing pretty good on that. The unicorns are gonna show up. Yeah, I think we'll be okay with this, thanks to all of our piercing. The unicorns barely even made it to the lava before they got to turn around and get annihilated. That one gonna get through? That one gonna get through? No, it's just 2 last little golems. They're actually in a safe zone there. We got them. Now we're back to murdering everything else again. Okay, we're going to get bigger production multipliers and production speed. That should be bread and wood. We got to unlock some kind of sea creature now. Resting goblin lands, new enemy to come, 20,000 experience. That should be pretty straightforward. I blinked twice. Now we have 65,000 experience. We're going to unlock this little weirdo. We get to pick a new defender for ourselves. Let's buy orc cannons because that sounds fun. We'll give them a little more damage because that's relatively cheap. Maybe a little more fire rate. Increase the buy limit a few times. They're going to cost metal to get. Luckily, we're already getting lots of that. Not really sure where from. Not sure it matters. Okay, we're about to buy a second one. I guess from whatever enemies we're killing, which is those new ones. I think they're giving us 50 experience to begin with. So that's a good sign. We're going to see, actually, we can unlock these guys. Resistant to white damage. We'll take some of those. 50,000 for them. Try to resolve the conflict peacefully. I will eventually. For now, we're going to open up a mine, and then we're going to increase the mining limit by a few and the mining production. And then we're going to buy some mines so we can auto-produce some metal. We don't have to murder for it anymore. Experience is over 1,000 now, so it's going to add up real fast. I hope these monsters are quick. They are riding a dog. Yeah, they come charging in. They're moving quick. Was that 135 experience? Did I see that right? I might have seen that wrong. Yeah, they have 80 experience to begin. So we'll spawn more of them in. Their upgrades are going to be a little bit expensive, but they'll be worth it. We can also get all defenders damage multiplier plus 20%. That's big. There's a lot of these dog things charging in. They're pretty weak actually, so whether they die to the lava or to us, we're doing quite well. Just crossed 90,000 experience. That means we can turn their experience up again. So they jumped up to 112. So when they hit that lava, they get 11. We could try a boss challenge to earn the trophies again for prestiging. So this is the current boss challenge it wants us to do. So far, it looks like we're going to do it okay. I think this is essentially the level 2 boss again, which we're more than strong enough. They only have 161,000 HP. Like, they're not going to last. We're going to try the golem one as well. This one should be harder. 84,000. Oh, it's just this one again. No, wait, there's a lot more of these this time, actually. That is a lot harder, just considering how fast they are. I don't know if we're actually going to get this. Almost didn't, but we did it. For 100,000 experience, we're going to increase these guys' experience drops again. Now they're dropping 144 every time they die, and there's a lot of them. And now there's going to be even more. I'm going to buy some more mines as well. We have 331,000 metal, so we might as well spend it on something. Let's also increase the pellet number out of my new cannon that I forgot about. We'll increase its range. It's quite expensive to do it for this one. Let's give it more damage. Probably increase the buy limit. So they are 170,000 each. No, they were less. Now they're 170,000 each. But we'll have a few more of them to get some damage out. experience numbers are climbing quickly too. There's 44,000, 45,000, 47,000. We have almost 2 million wood, so we're definitely going to buy some more of our dryady guys. Okay, we can't afford it anymore. That's fine. Oh, so the boss challenges level up every time. So if we want to try the night one again, this should be level 2. This should be harder. Now they have 205,000 HP, which still shouldn't be an issue considering our DPS. Certainly doesn't feel like it, like they're disintegrating out there. And they're dead. Now it would be level 3 if we wanted to do it again. I don't feel like doing it again. What I do feel like is 40% more experience out of my new rider guys. They're now 176 experience, so when they hit the lava, 17. Also buy another one of my new cannons. They actually fire up close, and that's really handy. Let's reduce their cooldown a few times so they can fire quicker. Give them a little more range so they can reach out there. We'll give them a little bit of crit chance. As we approach 80,000, we're going to unlock a new monument, red damage, and a slowing effect. That cost 30,000 medals, and there we have it, our next monument. And this can work automatically in the background too, so that'll help us out a lot. Then we can spend 27,000 for 20% damage from everything and another 20% from everything again. Our little sprayer guys, they're doing 13,500 DPS, so they're far and away the best. So we're going to reward them by giving them another one. Maybe we should also boost the wood production since they rely on wood to come into creation. So the wood is just about at max speed. We're going to increase the buy limit a few times. The production size should go up to pay for itself. Crit chance should go up. And then we'll buy a few more of those because I need those wood numbers going up. We max those out. We now have 41 of them. Both the cannon and the dryads actually are doing a lot of damage currently. Okay, the wood producer is at maximum amount of time. We should also upgrade these. Their production time is going down. Their production value is going up. Personal laser bubble is going up because I can't help clicking on that when I see it. We'll get another 25% damage. Experience is coming in so quickly now. Another thing we could do for our green guys now is increase their crit multiplier. Now they're maxed. It's a increased production time for the resources as well, so that would hopefully add up a little quicker, and it seems like it is. Buy a 10th super cannon. We should probably buy another regular cannon or two. We now have 18 of those. That's going to help DPS. Monument area radius is going up for 40,000. Defender's max range is going up a little bit. So many things to upgrade. So the green guys now attack like big space in the center. Experience now is about 3,000. I look away for 2 seconds. We have over 350,000 experience. So we're going to turn with experience for our orc cavalry. And also the number of them by 3. Now they're 208 experience when they die. And that's going to be very helpful for us considering they're our most numerous enemy. We got almost 1.5 million wood, so we're going to buy another green guy. The next one actually costs 1 million. But we can turn up the amount of resources we get and the resource production time. Those are actually maxed now. Okay, we jumped up to 520,000 experience, so we're going to increase experience for the orc guys one more time, and their number is twice. All defender damage is going up another 20% as well, just so the experience can be at like 5,000 a second or something. Down here it's 3,800, so it's good. If we're helping with the lasers, that jumps over 4,000. We're actually getting a lot of the metals, so we're going to increase the buy limit of these guys a few times. We're going to give them a lot more damage so they can sort of catch up to everything else. I think they have like a scatter shot, so we want lots of that, and also rapid fire, so they when enemies get close, they get blasted. One more thing for damage would be nice. 370, 550, we could only afford 2 of them so far, but they'll add some damage, I think. For them to be effective, enemies need to get that close, and I'm not sure a lot of enemies are making it that close. We very quickly saved up 450,000 experience. I'm not really sure what to spend it on. Yes, I do actually. 20%, 40, 60, 80% more damage for everyone. Let's also give everyone a 0.5 extra percent crit chance. And you know what? Let's do it twice. 1% crit chance for all. Minimum range is going up twice as well. No, enemies are not really getting to our lava wall at all. So I think it's time we try a boss fight. We gotta fight through 3,536,000 HP. That's a lot of everything. So far so good though. We took out down 20%. We're going to do more damage when they're all clustered together like that. But those guys are very quick. Are they going to get out of our range? They actually might. Wow, we need a lot of damage to get through this. Like a lot of damage. Wow. We did pretty good, but why is there a gray bar too? This is not going to work. That's fine. We can add more damage. So we're going to increase the mines for sure. We're going to increase the limit of mines. We're going to increase everything they do because these are all relatively cheap compared to our income. And then we can buy more of those mines. They're actually still really cheap for what they are. I didn't realize how cheap they are. So we'll buy a whole bunch more of those, and then we actually turn those into real mines. And then our metal income goes up. We'll buy another super cannon. We probably need to upgrade those. Maybe that's where we're lacking some damage. We're currently at 140% damage. Now it's at 240. They don't really get a chance to shine because enemies need to actually get to them. I know it's all of our little green guys because they can fire way far out there. Also, the third one of these is going to cost 1.4 million, but we still buy it. The super cannons are going to get more grape shot by a few. And then they should also get faster reload time, more max range so they can reach a little further out. Crit chance is the big one. Now they can actually reach a lot farther out to start getting that damage going. Back in Wood Island, let's actually get an order for more cannons. Let's turn their damage up. Let's turn their piercing up. Let's turn their reload speed up. Let's do everything for them, actually. The next cannon costs 5.1 million, but we might as well, especially with how good they're doing. Like, they can actually do a ton of damage. There are also a lot more archer upgrades we can get. I think these are going to get expensive, but I might as well finish them off because they're relatively cheap. Like, the next archer is only 350,000 bread. So we could buy 5 of them before we run out of money, and they're considerably stronger now. Let's turn our super cannons up to 9 pellets firing out of that thing, and let's give it more range again. That's now maxed. Let's give it more damage as well. Now it can reach out to there. We're just about halfway across the world. Monument damage is going up another 50%. Monument size is going up. Maybe crit chance wouldn't hurt. That way I can melt things with my manual lasers. Suddenly it's our regular cannons doing all the DPS really, but I think that's because they get to the enemies first. So I just bought another green guy and another super cannon, so that's going to help our DPS actually a lot. Okay, more size, more damage times several on my manual laser, or the ones running in the background for that matter. Circle's actually getting really big compared to the enemies. Like, we should be able to damage a lot of them with this. All monument radius area +2 to +4 to +6. How big is it now? Yeah, it's getting bigger. I think we better try the boss fight again now. We've actually got quite a few upgrades. We gotta fight the big pink guys. So far, I'm feeling better about this one. We're gonna get our lasers in, especially on these little fast guys. We gotta try and soften them up, especially for when my bigger cannons get to them. I think I screwed up the recording there, but we tried the boss fight and didn't quite get it. We were reasonably close. In order to get it, I can just wait. A few short minutes later, we're up to about 1.4 million experience and enough wood to buy 1 more unit there. You know what? I can buy a few more archers, so I'm going to. They'll help. For 220,000, we get an extra 20% damage, and then for 300,000, we get another 20% damage. Let's get Defender's max range going up actually a lot, and minimum range going up, so they should be able to attack a wide berth. The reload time can change. That's only 40,000, so they're able to reload quite a bit quicker. Aside from that, we'll give our Orcish cannon more lethality. And now we should have considerably more damage. That might be enough for the boss. 40% more damage overall has to be big. Okay, we're going to start with those guys. Yeah, we melted them pretty good. It's always these little ones that tend to get me. But we have lots of piercing and everything, so hopefully we can shred everything together. Shredded idiots. So far so good, I think. Can we get them all? They're going to get away. I feel like they're faster than last time. That's not good. Think we'll actually have them this time, maybe? It's so close. Don't you dare get away from me. Okay, let me shred you. Are we shredding everyone? What did we get? We got him. We did it. We beat the 3rd boss. And that feels great. But production is slowing down, and I don't feel like prestiging again right now, so we'll call it satisfied here.